First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
It always seems like a lightning bolt when you get a big run on 3rd and inches. But in this case, all the credit has to go to the offensive line. They out-leveraged the defensive front and created a gap for him to get through and create that big-time run.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Hooker now on play action. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
3.5 to go, first quarter.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
First down, here's Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ritter throwing on third down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
No score after one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Warriors 17. Set. Hurt. Come 19. Come 19. Riggs. Riggs. Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action. Here's Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the gun, it's Hooker. Flush to his right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
18 Rattler.
Throwing. Hooker. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On the end around, here comes Williams. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Hooker going to try to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Hooker. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About gets set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ready?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Hooker. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Fournette, a first down carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Street, street.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, here's Gibbs. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hurt, hurt.
Toss left to Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hooker now off play action. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll look to throw. He shakes it off. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Okay, ready?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Drill, 52. Trouble, 38. Cut.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Ready.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slide through. Ready, ready.
Ritter to throw it. His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Cut, cut.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Ritter now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's airing it out for Williams. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
70, hard 70. Go.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They calling his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got a man, complete, and in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Ritter going to change it up.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Steal. Check steal. Set.
Robinson with another carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And shedding a man at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Yellow, go. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Blue, go. Red, cycle. Beat on blue. Ready?
3rd and long now, Ritter. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Black shot. Right. 97. Blaster. 6. Ultra. Ultra. No pink.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to